Jozi My Jozi was born out of what we have seen going on in the country, but particularly what has been happening in Johannesburg. And we've been looking at services that we are getting from government, and that has been depleting and getting worse every single month. With the aspects of COVID-19 and all the stresses that that has put onto the country and our citizens, we have deteriorated to a place of, if we don't do something now, the city is gone, it's finished. So this is a movement that has started with all the corporates coming together, and we have decided that Jozi My Jozi will be the catalyst for change. Jozi My Jozi is built on the pillars of the Constitution, and our home, Jozi My Jozi, is Cornhill. So we work out of Cornhill. We have created 5 pillars of that we would love to tackle, and that is safety and security, education, social, arts and culture, and commerce. In these specific areas here, we have identified champions to lead these 5 pillars. And these are the individuals that have been identified to be the anchors for these specific programs. From a safety and security, we as the firm has been identified as the catalyst to bring about that joint relationship and to build that relationship between JMPD, South African Police Services, the corporates, and private security, together with our current citizens in the city and business partners, the likes of GPMA, JICP. We're talking about the taxi associations, we're talking about free enterprise, we're talking about everybody that is working on the streets, everybody that's coming into the city, are partners in creating a connected city. So what we did was the second phase, education, plays a very important role here as well. We are going to be establishing a security/policing advanced academy. This is where we're going to be bringing the best of the best trainers from all across the world to come and teach and train our people to be the best. What we realized is all security companies are trained a different way. There's no structure in terms of focus. So we're going to be focusing on risk management. The third pillar, as you know, is social, where we look at every single difficulty that destitute people have, and Lona Pinar is running that specific space. Arts and culture and commerce, I will talk to you guys about that a little bit later. From an arts and culture point of view, we are kicking off the first phase of the Jozi My Jozi program, which is the cleaning, which will start in the month of November, headed by Standard Bank, FNB, the SWID. We're going to get the RID in, not the RID, Newtown. And we have identified, and we have identified our phase 1. And as you can see on this specific map, we have broken up the program for Jozi My Jozi over 5 phases. And we're going to start with phase 0, which is the most critical one because of the Nelson Mandela Bridge. And we decided, let's have a look at how we quickly clean up that specific area. So the first phase of Jozi My Jozi starts from Braamfontein all the way through to the M2 bridge. That's from the north to south. East to west, we're looking at Ntemi Biliso to Harrison. And that includes Kopanong. But you'll see there's a hell of a lot of projects that are going to be taking place in and around that space itself, the municipal court precinct, the education precinct, etc. So in terms of what's on the cards, as I said, phase 1, we're going to be looking at the Nelson Mandela Bridge in Ntemi Biliso, which includes the Magistrates Court and that specific precinct, Breer and Westgate taxi ranks. And obviously everything that we are focusing on here has got an element of safety and security. I'm just going to flick through these very quickly. These are currently signed up partners for the Jozi My Jozi program. and there's many, many more to come. And the more we have the conversation, the more we are getting people on board. So in terms of a discussion, we'd like to get, I'd like to start a conversation with everybody here, and I will send you these slides here to share with everybody. But the GPMA in the City of Johannesburg space, all those SIDS, we'd like to set up a session with you guys just to bring you into, to have that conversation around how do we get you guys on board and to actually drive this process going forward. We're going to talk about brand, but we're going to talk about experience, and then I will give you guys a full view, not actually me, the strategy team will be giving you a story of what exactly we want to see happening in the city, not just from a safety and security point of view, but from a Jozi My Jozi project point of view. Okay, where we are at the moment, we have got a whole lot of projects that we have identified. The Jozi My Jozi team is currently preparing presentations to present to all the CEOs of these companies to adopt these programs. So once they have adopted, these programs will start rolling out. And this is where we're going to be needing all the help we can get to actually get things done. And I think because of time, I would have loved to have that conversation in terms of the discussion points here, but we'll have to take that offline. Maybe let me hand over to Michaela to do feedback from the firm.
Anne, are you happy for me to go and then we take questions at the end, or?
No, that's absolutely fine. Hello, Mary. I'm going to take your hand later, but could you put your video off and mute? Thank you. Michaela, on you go.
Thank you. I'm just getting my screen sharing. Where is this presentation? And presenting Teams. A sec, it should be coming up. Great.